Niche. Welcome back to my channel where I like to bring you guys along with me as I navigate my faith, fitness, and financial journeys. So today is day 5 of the 21-day financial fast that I'm on, where I'm posting a video every day from November 1st to November 21st. So we have made it to part 2 of the book. And today is focused on entitlement. So some of the things that I highlighted from today's reading is just because you save up for something doesn't mean you get a pat on the back if you still have debts. Have you ever said you deserve something because of your hard work? A deep sense of entitlement ruins the opportunity for many of us to be prosper. And then it gives us a list of things that people feel that they're entitled to. And then it says, have any of these items caused you to go into debt or delay getting out of debt? And quick side note before I begin, I highlighted the delay getting out of debt. So if you guys are new to my channel, I've been talking about this debt-free journey that I've been on. One mistake, I didn't include God in those plans, so I feel that it's been slower or being derailed because I don't have his guidance in that process, and that's something that I came to the realization the other day. But 2, also, when it comes to a house, so a few years ago, I bought a condo. And I remember probably about 3 months after I was in the condo, I was just like, dang, between the down payment, buying a washer and dryer, and then buying a refrigerator, I spent like $17,000. And then of course, other little knickknack stuff around the house because nothing was in here and I had to put everything in here. And I remember saying, wow, that could have been $17,000 towards paying off my student loans. And I had to sit with that for a while. And then also, again, a few months ago, I was talking with one of my coworkers and I was just like, you know what? I'm really going to be locked in. I'm really going to be focused. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to pay off my student loans. Me in my head, I feel that I'm just going to have this oh so drastic different life after I pay off my student loans. And it's not necessarily because of the monthly payment, which is $296. It's more so all of the extra money. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I have all this extra money that I'm shoveling out right now to go towards something else, whether that's other investments, whether that's building up my emergency fund to a half a year salary. Looked at me and he was like, you could have paid off them student loans like twice. And I was just like, and I do, but I haven't, but that's another story. So I'm guilty of that part. Definitely guilty of that part. So another thing, it says you need to be mindful of your internal dialogue about your desires. And then 2 other things I highlighted is one of the surest ways to combat the evils of entitlement is to develop a grateful attitude. And in the past, I thought that I was being so grateful about certain things until one day I was having a conversation and I was just like, I'm grateful for this. However, at the same time, and the person stopped me mid-sentence and they said, so you're not grateful. You can't be grateful for something, but then continue to add on like a however, but yet. That takes away from you being grateful. So just understand that you're saying this, but you don't really mean this because you're trying to add other things onto it. And I was just like, you're totally right. So if I am grateful for the transportation that I have, it's just that I'm grateful for the car that I have. Now, I can add why I'm grateful for something, but I can't go back in and try to say I'm grateful for the car, but I wish I had a Lamborghini. Like, no, ma'am. No, sir. 2 more things that I highlighted. It was at the bottom of page 79. It just says, to increase my wealth, I had to decrease my wants. And if you guys have been here with me, I've been telling you, like, lately, the Amazon packages have been coming more frequently, and I'm double clicking to buy stuff without even thinking twice. I'm just like, oh, it only costs this much. Click here on Wednesday. And then lastly, it says, how much richer could you be if you eliminated the things you think you're entitled to? So I truly, truly, truly think that day 5 is one of my favorite days throughout the whole entire book, is just because it's like I've become so accustomed to certain things. And I feel that I grew up hearing things like, oh, like you deserve to treat yourself. You can't work 80 hours in a pay period and not get anything for yourself. And, you know, all these other things along that way. And I do agree with taking the time to pour back into yourself. But one, I don't think that always comes from you buying or going somewhere or doing something. And then two, I also believe that there's priorities. And sometimes I let my wants take precedence over my priorities. And then that's why I have delayed or slowed progress towards achieving things. And I have to be cognizant of those things. And I think that I'm becoming better just about sticking to what it is that I said that I'm going to do, but it's still a work in progress. Like there's still been times where I'm just like, I'm gonna take a quick day trip. And while my day trips and short trips really do bring value to my life, it's still like, hey, that is money that could have went towards this particular day. And it doesn't matter that you saved up for it. You should have been saving up for it to add to the balance of this particular day over here. And when I went to Seattle a few months ago, well, first of all, the trip was hundreds of more dollars than I calculated in my head. And it was just like, I'm already in the midst of it. So yeah, but that was definitely like, what are you doing, ma'am? Oh, is that okay? You know how somebody tells you something and then they go out and do something else and you're like, okay. And that was a moment that I had with myself after I got back home and I was calculating up all these expenses. Like, okay, ma'am, you're never gonna pay off those student loans, but I am. Just, you know, reach out, God, get his input on how to go about it, and then we go in that direction. But one of the things that the book talks about for the daily assignment today is just to write down some things that you're grateful for. So one, I'm grateful for all of you that have subscribed to me and are here every day watching me on this 21-day fast, as well as participating on this fast, because I feel that we're each other's accountability partner. And in the past, I've always done the fast, but I've never had an accountability partner. So I am truly grateful for that. I'm also grateful to have a job that provides for my needs. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. And then I'm also grateful to have this relationship with God that I have right now, as I'm strengthening it every day and just seeing the beauty of being obedient and being in a certain mental space and heart space to receive the things that God has for me, as well as carrying out whatever purpose that He's intended for my life. I am grateful for those things. But I want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. In the comment section below, let me know what you think about the fast thus far, now that we've made it into part 2. And as usual, take time to enjoy your own journey, and I will catch you guys in the comments into the next video. Bye.